February 6, a date on the calendar and a line in the sand. Today I'm telling the story of Saints Paul, Mickey, and companions, the 26 martyrs of Japan. It's a timeline of courage that refused to be silenced. Let's rewind. Late 1500s, Japan is changing fast. Trade opens doors, and so does faith. Christianity spreads, quietly at first, then boldly. 1596, tension snaps. Authorities fear foreign power more than foreign prayer. Arrests begin in Kyoto and Osaka. Among those taken, Paul Mickey, a brilliant Japanese Jesuit seminarian known for preaching with fire and gentleness, John Goto, James Kisai, Franciscan friars like Pedro Bautista, and a young man from Mexico, Felipe de Jesus. 26 names, bound by chains and by conviction. They're sentenced to die in Nagasaki. To get there, they're marched nearly 600 miles in winter. Along the road, crowds watch. Some jeer, some weep. And Paul Mickey, he does what he's always done. He preaches. Not bitterness, not blame, just Christ. February 5, 1597. On a hill outside Nagasaki, crosses stand against a hard blue sky. The martyrs are tied to the wood. They sing the Te Deum. They forgive their executioners. Paul Mickey speaks from his cross, telling anyone within earshot that he's guilty of only one thing, belonging to Jesus. The signal is given, lances rise, the earth holds its breath, and then it's over. 26 witnesses sealed their faith with blood. But the timeline doesn't stop there. 1627, they're beatified. 1862, canonized by Pope Pius IX. In 1865, in the very city that watched them die, hidden Christians step out of the shadows at Ur Cathedral. Centuries underground, their faith still breathing. That's the miracle of courage. It echoes. It moves through locked doors, across oceans, through generations who never met the martyrs but somehow know them. It teaches that conviction is not noise, it's endurance. So, why February 6th? Because memory needs a home. The Church sets this day to honor Paul Mickey and his companions, not as relics of tragedy, but as a map for the heart. They never got to see the fruit of their courage, but you and I can. In every act of integrity that costs us something, in every word of truth spoken gently but firmly, in every choice to forgive when anger feels easier. Here's the timeline, distilled. Faith arrives, fear reacts, witness stands, silence falls, and then, unexpectedly, hope rises again. If you remember one thing today, make it this: real courage isn't loud, it's faithful. It keeps walking, the long road sings when it hurts, forgives when it could curse, and trusts that seeds sown in winter will bloom in someone else's spring. Saints Paul, Mickey, and companions, pray for us and teach us how to stand.